Urban legends are a form of modern folklore, consisting of fictional stories, often rooted in popular culture. Some of these legends can be very disturbing, so here are 10 of the scariest urban legends. Number 10. KUCHISAKE-ONNA. This Japanese urban legend, referring to a slip-mouthed woman, was first told in 1979 and has become one of the most well-known urban legends in Japan. The legend revolves around a woman who was mutilated by her husband whilst he was in a drunken phase. Apparently, she came out of the incident with a large slash from ear to ear that left her mouth permanently jarred open, prompting her to wear a face to cover the slash. It is said that if you ever encounter KUCHISAKE-ONNA, she will ask you whether she's pretty or not. Regardless of what your answer is, she will kill you. Number 9. Smile Dog. This freaky legend started off as a simple story on the internet about a picture of a dog that will cause you to go insane. If you look at it, the picture has been shared so many times that the location of the original picture is unknown. But then legends state that if you look at the original smile, JPEG, you will start to experience horrible nightmares and you will die if you do not spread the word of the smile dog. People still report that the image itself gives them nightmares, and even staring at it for a second causes some to experience an incredible sense of dread before blaming us for not warning you. Well, we did, kind of. Number 8. The Kidney Heist. Chances are you've heard of this one before nonetheless. The legend goes as follows. There are people out there in the world that harvest the kidneys of random travelers. They'd apparently do this by offering a spike to drink to that target and taking them to a secluded location. After they've been knocked out, there the victim's kidneys are taken out and the victim is put in a bathtub filled with ice with a telephone near them and a note telling them to call 911. As disturbing as it may sound, heists like this have actually happened, and for some time people feared stopping at pubs located in the countryside. So thoughtful them to leave you a note, don't you think? Number 7. Bloody Mary. Probably one of the most famous urban legends out there. Blood Mary is a creature that will, according to myth, come and attack you if you attempt to summon her. It is claimed that in order to contact her, you have to turn off the lights and light 3 candles and place them in front of you. Then proceed to shout her name 3 times while gazing at the mirror. Blood Mary is then said to appear, and she will apparently claw at your face and scratch out to your eyes. Although other versions claim that you get trapped in the mirror and she takes your body. To all those brave fools out there wishing to try this, good luck. Number 6. Black-eyed children. These are creatures that resemble human children between the ages of 6 and 16, with pale skin and pitch-black eyes. It is said that they can usually be found hitchhiking or at the doorsteps of residential homes. The children are said to be able to influence the decisions of others, and they would usually appear to a person whilst asking them to be let inside of their house. The legend doesn't state what will happen if a person lets them in, but since they require permission to enter, people speculate that these are vampire-like creatures wanting to drink the blood of the living. The story is also a good excuse to never help children in need, if you ever wish to avoid that. Number 5. Goat Man. This legendary beast is a half-goat, half-human, axe-wielding creature that roams the woods of Maryland. It is said that he used to be a scientist that was conducting DNA manipulation experiments on goats, but due to a freak accident, he became goat-like himself and went mad. Stories about the Goat Man usually talk about him attacking cars with his axe or attacking people, and then dragging them into the forest never to be seen again. There also exists a lot of legendary creatures that are similar to the Goat Man, but reside in different places, which makes some think that this might be a race of creatures rather than the result of an experiment gone wrong. So, whatever you do, don't go to the forest at night. Number 4. Teke Teke. Another legend of Japanese origin. This revolves around a girl that fell onto train tracks and was ran over by a train that's caught the lower part of her body off. The legend says that the girl is now a vengeful spirit that cruises around using her elbows under Rome's train stations. When the night is foggy, it is said that if she approaches you while you were alone at the station at night, she will ask you where her legs are. The correct answer is Mason Expressway, but if you guess incorrectly, she will slice off the bottom half of your body. Teke Teke has become a staple of Japanese urban legends and has been mentioned a dozen of times in books and movies. Do you think you can outrun her? Number 3. Melon Heads. According to legend, these creatures are children that were kept at an insane asylum due to suffering from hydrocephalus, a disease that causes their enlargement of one's head. After years of physical and psychological abuse, the children became feral and were released into the nearby woods, but it is never specified where the asylum was located. Although something that it was somewhere in the Ottawa country. Due to harsh conditions, they had to resort to cannibalism and lost their sanity. Even more because of this, the legend states that they've roamed the areas around Oregon, Michigan, and Connecticut, with each group of melon heads having a different origin, but always becoming insane, cannibalistic creatures. Number 2. Pontianak. These are the ghosts of women who have died during pregnancy. They are usually depicted as pale-skinned women with long black hair, red eyes, and often wearing bloody white dresses. Pontianak usually attack men, and for that reason they take on the appearance of beautiful women in order to seduce them. They kill their victims by digging into their stomach and pulling out their organs. But in some cases, the Pontianak will seek revenge on a particular male, and thus it will attack him by ripping off his sexual organs. It is claimed that the presence of a Pontianak is usually detected by a nice fragrance that is followed by an awful stench of decaying flesh. I never thought I'd say this, but if a nice-smelling and beautiful woman approaches you, you might want to run. Number 1. Tomino's Hell. The legend of Tomino's Hell revolves around a poem that is said to curse anyone that reads it aloud. The poem is located in a book called The Heart, is like a rolling stone, and is written by Seijo Yaso in Ahiko. It's said that anyone that reads the poem will suffer the fate of Tomino, meaning that the victim will suffer horrible accidents, and in some cases death. The poem is available online, and people are split on its effect. Some say that the poem has not affected them, but others say that their lives have been nothing but accidents and bad luck ever since reading the poem. For anyone brave or foolish enough to read the poem, I wish you luck. Some people don't doubt these legends, but do you believe in these stories? Thanks for watching and subscribe to Brain Crank.